Good morning, fellow Pigburgians. There's going to be probably a lot of questions on your mind as we speak. First one is probably being, where on earth I've been? That would be the first thing. The second thing is, what is going to happen with your structure? The third thing is, what on earth is this big building that's outside our town centre? Well, I'm going to answer all of that for yous today. So just before we get this underway, I would like to pay a big thank you to, obviously, my colleague, Vice Mayor Pigsworth, for basically keeping this town in order over my period of absence. And, well, I kind of just need to say that I've been absent for a lot of the reasons. Obviously, I've been having exams in my real time, doing extra qualifications to get me better at some of the stuff that I want to do in the future, outside of Pigburg. Yeah, and obviously I had to focus on that. I also had family stuff to focus on. So, yeah, a lot, and I mean a lot of, dramas that are involved in this. So, yeah. Now, obviously, this kind of brings on to the fact of what on earth is this very big building behind the town centre? Well, it is a brand new hospital ward. Whilst I was absent, Vice Mayor Pigsworth kindly gave me a wee shout on how everything was going. He mentioned that everything was going perfectly well, but our social services needed work. Hospitals, policing, firefighting, they needed a lot of work. Which is why I'm going to make a little bit of some adjustments to the way we work things in our stage plan. So, on the front, we're going to continue to build more police stations, fire stations, and more hospitals around the city to provide good healthcare for everyone else. We're also going to prioritise filling up some of the extra gaps that the city has around the place, which is what we've been doing currently. And the final thing that we're going to focus on with this is our housing. Vice Mayor Pigsworth has also told me that some of our housing and our homelessness rate has increased rapidly. And we want to provide enough homes to ensure that that does not happen. Which is why we're going to make a quick stab. Obviously, in a couple of weeks' time, our anniversary is coming up for our whole city, and we want to be in a relatively decent position when that day comes. So we want to take a focus on that and really just put a stab into that and allow everything to just be put together in one singular place. And to all of yous, really, what I want to say is thank you for sticking around with this. With your help, it's a lot more easier to do with things. And without it, this wouldn't be possible. So, thank you. Hello guys, welcome back to Pigburg. It has certainly been a while since we last visited, but we are back once again. Honestly, just did a full introductory brief kind of thing about what has oh my god, I'm losing my voice every minute, about what is going on, and the first new change is literally right behind me. A brand new hospital ward. That's right, we have got the main hospital, which is this part of the building here, and then we got the brand new one. Let's go give it a wee nosy check out, shall we? So obviously, you enter the hospital like normal. It's pretty usual. You go up. Oh flip! Don't want that. Don't want to trade with you, leather worker. You go up a floor. It's normal. You go up to the second floor. You'll notice that there's a sign saying the second ward. And obviously, you can walk through. It's over the bridge. This separates the car park area of the hospital, by the way. And you enter this. Obviously, this is a lift. And this is kind of the brand new wards. We got multiple different patient rooms, all adapted from the hospital itself. And yeah, honestly, it's such a vibe. Multiple different wards, multiple different atmospheres and that. So yeah, obviously there's stairs and stuff going all the way up to the top. So in total in this ward, there are 46 patient rooms in here, which is actually a reasonable size for some patient wards, which is actually quite a good thing, if you ask me. But now we need to figure out how on earth to get ourselves out of here. So yeah, essentially we've added all these kind of patient wards around the place, and honestly just made it more of a kind of vibe, you know. Right, this is us back on the second floor. It should have a. Did I go on the wrong floor? I probably did. For God's sake. It's probably the third one, isn't it? Oh my days. Wait. Do I not have blue? I don't know, for God's sake. Alright, you're not clipping this. So yeah, honestly, we got our second kind of ward, and honestly, we are just vibing with having a second kind of ward. Why is there just no window here? Okay, that's fine. So yeah, honestly, we're just vibing that we got a second ward and all that kind of pizzazz, and yeah, honestly, we just love it. We love having a brand spanking new building full of different opportunities and stuff. We'll just get rid of that before. Yeah. The other thing as well, if we come over to where the highway starts, we have added another police station over here. We've also added another fire station over here. So that's kind of a brand new change that has occurred around the place. Then additionally, we've been working on another kind of main area to the city. Let's see if we can get over to there. So basically, if you come past the school, you'll notice that there's this kind of main urban-y area of buildings that's kind of just been sitting here. We've been working on those kind of parts specifically behind these buildings. So essentially, we've added some more buildings down that way just to fill up the roads. Pretty much these kind of houses over here, they've been connected over roads circling all around them. And what we're going to do is we're going to eventually obviously add more houses going down that way, connected roads. And we're also going to finish up some of these buildings, for example, this mad building's got a big of a hole in that. So you get the kind of the gist. We want to focus on some of these buildings over here. So obviously we got the pharmacy build from down that way. We got the hotel. We got the cinema. We got a mini town square. Obviously this is a design, this kind of building over here. This is a design for a subway station. And so essentially we're going to add another subway line eventually down the line. So yeah, well, it's kind of like another like town square and that. So now see all these buildings, they're gonna have interior designs along the way. So pretty neat stuff going on here, you know. Now see this building over here, we have turned it into a library. So we got a bunch of books down here, and if we come upstairs, we've also got more books. So this is like a grand library here. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. So obviously, that's kind of going to be like our main sort of focus with this, is to get some of the key like social service parts, get some of the buildings furnished, get like furniture inside and that. So epic vibes, you know, epic vibes. And then if you come over down to here, just over here, we're working as well on this part of furnishing inside. So see, this doesn't have an inside, and part of a roof. You also have some of these buildings being furnished, even though this building here is literally just going round like a mega maze. So yeah, don't know where that's gonna go. However, we have worked on finishing some of the buildings. So for example, this building here has nothing in it. But the building next to it, if I can find it, here we go. This is one of the other buildings that we have kind of furnished. We'll come back to this in later. So this is, we've turned this into like kind of like an art gallery. So essentially you can look through modern art and yeah, do all kinds of different things in here. Obviously this part, bit of a mess, but hey ho. We're fixing it. We're getting there. We're slowly but surely getting there. Then obviously you've got, this is our craftsmith house. So obviously you can do crafting tables. You got chests up here. So yeah, and obviously balconies where you can look out to other buildings. And then after that, you come upstairs. This is also going to be a Minecraft history museum. So essentially what we're doing is we're adding like different like displays of some different Minecraft versions, going from the very beginning all the way to the very end. So this will kind of just be full of Minecraft history. Oh, jeez Louise. I'm losing my voice while talking. So yeah, full of Minecraft different histories and all that kind of stuff. So, pretty fun. How many floors does this thing got? Yeah, and then obviously that leads back to the main city. So a lot of things to be done, that's for sure. Obviously, we are also prepping because our city anniversary for here is on the 30th of October, which is in about 4 weeks time, I think. So that's when our city is going to be turning 6 years old now. And obviously you're going to put like different candles down more and that, so yeah. But for today, obviously we need something to do around the town. That is a definite. Which is why for today, we are gonna be decorating the place for Halloween. That's why we're gonna put a bunch of like pumpkins around the town. We're gonna be adding different kind of Halloween decorative items around the city center, and honestly, it will be a vibe. So with that, let's get to it. So, obviously, when you think about Halloween, the first few things that you think of are probably going to be, well, pumpkins that are carved. You're probably also going to think of, like, different kinds of heads. So like zombie heads, different skeleton skulls as well. And obviously, apart from that, you'll mainly be thinking of like kind of like different kinds of scarecrows in a sense. So we'll try and make some different kinds of scarecrows. Hopefully, maybe. So which is why we can also get some like kind of leather, some leather clothing, and of course an armor stand. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, for Christ's sake. Just search it up. There we go. There it is. And then of course you also think about making pumpkins. So we'll get some orange concrete and we'll make some pumpkins along the way. So for example, around like the town hall, you can put like... No, well, we need slabs, oh, for Christ's sake. You love when you're unprepared in Minecraft. It's a very peak thing. Like get some smooth stone slabs. So yeah, obviously you can like, for example, put an armor stand here, put a pumpkin on, and then that can kind of give like a scarecrowy kind of vibe around the town, which is a good thing. Then you can also put, let's say, I don't know, you can put another one like, oh, I was copying personal stands for the square, that's right. But for example, one here kind of give like a jump scare kind of vibe when you're getting off the bus or something. I don't know. Gonna do a skeleton this time. Yeah, I guess. And kind of just like dash the place on the pumpkins really, so you could put like a few down here. Essentially, you can also pink some down here. Basically just dashing like pumpkins and that around the square, which is what you want to do, so yeah. Oh, this is the bad thing. This is very... So yeah, dashing pumpkins around the square and that. And obviously, once you've done that, you can also put some different kinds of skeleton skulls. So you can hang some around the place, put a zombie head like here and here, let's say. You can then come over to round about here, put a skeleton skulls, just to kind of give a scary kind of vibe. Put some down here too. This one looks weird because it's floating now. It gives kind of like scary vibes. You can just kind of just dash them around the city really. So for example, when you're waiting for the bus, just put some pumpkins and put like zombie heads around and that. So yeah, you know, kind of just decorating the place around with Halloween stuff. Now see, the thing that you want to see most is, well, pumpkins, because it's Halloween. What do you expect? So essentially, we can grab some orange and black concrete, and what we can do is we can just carve out like a mini area next to the bus stop. Yes, I know, we're doing this next to the bus stop, because why the flip not? Why not? Might as well. You can carve like a mini area out over here, just like so. Wait. Whoop. Then you can grab your orange concrete and essentially do a 4x5, yeah. You can do like a 4x5 over here. Have these two in the middle as kind of like a stem, in a sense. And essentially what you can do is you can keep like building it up. In that sort of sense, we can kind of extend it just so it looks natural. This doesn't look very pumpkin-y, I can't lie. but and yeah. Then put this, extend this up a bit, move that, and then you can ping this out so it looks like a. It kind of looks. Do you know what? It kind of looks like a witch hat more than a pumpkin. So I'll actually take that. I'll add some more depth up here. Yeah, I'll take that. You know? And essentially, kind of just dash some items around. So, for example, let's say if you want to get a Mackey's, you can walk in and you get. Jeez Louise. I'm allergic to Halloween. So you can essentially dash with a skeleton skull head in here, because why not? And then obviously on the post where there's entrance, you can also put zombie heads. Actually, that was way cooler than, you know, just kind of just decorating a place around with different Halloween decor. So fair enough to give like a kind of scary experience. And when you're in the town hall, for example, you can put some more armor stands like in the middle, compose them to like different like designs. You can put skeleton skulls on them as well and dress like some of them differently, so it kind of gives like a scary vibe when you're entering the town hall, which looks kind of neat. Also put some pumpkins around, so you can break this and put that like that. You kind of get the gist, you know, decorating the place for Halloween. So yeah, and obviously here in the subway you can put with, because black and white look well. Black and white look well, oh my god. So yeah, just kind of just dotting the place around with Halloween decor gives it a nice overall vibe. So that's kind of the first thing I wanted to get done on the agenda of today. Dashing places around Halloween. This may not be a lot of it, but it still gives it kind of a Halloween vibe. Second order of business is to figure out how on earth we want to do kind of these fireworks. So obviously the fireworks that I currently use right now, my Mayor's rockets. Wait, put them in the there you go. So obviously when you put them off, when you set them off, they do this, which honestly is quite a cool effect. So I want to kind of have them in dotted around the place, like with what you call redstone clocks, like on a helipad, like very tall buildings overall, just dashed around with fireworks and all that kind of pizzazz, you know? So decorating the place. So yeah, and obviously once you've done that, you can get different like colourful. So it's a faster way to do this. Oh, Mojang, sort this out, please. Like, be efficient. So obviously, a lot of things you can do. You can get different colours like banners and just drape them around the place. So it's like red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, pink, go magenta, yeah. So that's why I went in that order, no reason. And essentially what you can do is you can just drape banners around different things. So for example, our town centre, we can add like battle flip banners. I'll put them on off flip. That's and site, isn't it? And we love misclicking, chat. So you can add like red, orange, yellow, lime, blue, purple. And since we've got like 8 colours, we can really just do something a bit different. It's like all of these kind of overhanging poles we can do. Blue, purple, magenta, pink. you know? Kind of gives a wee bit of a celebratory vibe to it. Obviously, in the middle, we want to do Pigburg style colors, so orange, lime, and purple. See, that kind of gives celebrations. And then on this side, we can do red, orange, and then say on this side. Actually, do we want to do it? No, we'll not do it on windows. We can do yellow, green, blue. You know, kind of give a festive kind of vibe. So, actually, now that I think about it, I might. So essentially, that's kind of the vibe that we're getting at with this. So, what I'll do that stuff off camera, off recording, just because I don't want to bore you with it, and hopefully we can make this city look, on the one hand, Halloween, but it's on the other hand, celebrations for the anniversary coming up. So yeah, thank you all for watching and tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you all soon for another Pigburg video. So, bye bye.